على خلاف القياس sabit olan şey saire meqisun aleyh olamaz. على خلاف القياس sabit olan şey saire meqisun aleyh olamaz. So, the words ala, you know, ala aleykum, assalamu aleykum, ala, upon, khilaf, you know. This is Arabic. This is Arabic. Khilaf, khilaf, ikhtilaf, like opposing, contrary, khilaf. Al-Qiyas, I will speak about Qiyas. We will talk about Qiyas. Ala khilaf al-Qiyas. Qiyas, just generally analogy. But I will speak about that subject. This is the subject, analogy. على خلاف القياس, against, over, upon, against, contrary to qiyas, upon the contrary qiyas, against qiyas, sabit, established, olan. There must be N here. Nun here. Olan şey. Şey, thing. Sabit olan, established. Sabit, sabata. We discussed this word, sabata. Sabata. Sabata, subut. Anything which is established, fixed, as opposed to qiyas, analogy, saira, for other things, sair, other thing, saira, to other things, maqis, we will discuss maqisun alayh, what that is. This is from qiyas. Ulamas cannot be. Ulamas cannot be. Anything which is established, anything which is against, contrary to qiyas, cannot be measured with, cannot be accepted as a standard measurement for other things. So, this is Arabic, Sabit is Arabic, this is Turkish, Olan, I told you before, this is Ottoman Turkish, Olmak, to be in English, to be. Olan in modern Turkish, which is that one over there, olam, which is being, ismul fa'il. This is ismul fa'il, being. Anything which is fixed, being, thing, something is established, and there is another thing which is against that established one. These against established one cannot be measured with. Other things cannot be measured. So, now, let us khilaf from khalafa, full, which is just opposite, ikhtilaf, bad, other than that, okay. Now, what we are speaking, there is an established rule. There is something against established, like exceptional. This exceptional thing cannot be measured with, cannot be followed as general rule. Example, the Prophet said, for one person, his testimony, his shahada, witness, is equal to 2. Quran says, normal testimony in the court or in anything needs to be 2. There are 4 in criminal law, in adultery, in zina, but that is different, okay? 2. 2 men or 1 man, 2 women. But the Prophet said for one person, his testimony is equal to 2. But that is specific for that. That is exception. So rule is 2. Against 2 is 1. This one thing cannot be taken as a measured with. Other things to be measured with. We cannot say, like that person was one of the Sahabis, Huzaifa, someone, or Huzaifa, as I remember, name may be different. But Abu Bakr was better than him. Umar was better than him. Ali was better than him. In ranking. But Abu Bakr's one witness could not be equal to other one. Because we cannot say, since other one is one accepted by the Prophet, Abu Bakr also, let us compare, let us take that as a measure, accept Abu Bakr as one, because he is better or something. We cannot say it. This is the rule. I will say another example. I will give you another example. There is a transaction called istisna. istisna. This is sad, this is na. Istisna. This one comes from sana'a. To do something. Sana'a, Arabic. Sana'a. Sana'at, this word. San'atun, or in Ottoman Turkish and in Persian, this is the way we write. San'atun means like crafting something. You can do something, you make something with your hand, with your, you are carpenter, you are shoemaker, or you are artist. There is something, another san'at in Turkish, different, but we are speaking in general. So, istasna, sana, somebody did something. Allah is sanya, doer things. But, istasna, asking somebody else to do something. Istasna, asking, istisna, babul istifal, istifal. For example, you go to tailor, take your cloth over there, you ask tailor, make for me dress. So he will measure, he will cut, do for you. You are hiring his service. Now, before he gets it is non-existing. His service is not existing. He didn't do anything. I mean, it is not like he already done a dress is there, so you went there, you see, you buy. This is not the case. So you are asking a person, or like builder, construction, this is the land, these are materials, you build for service. Service, istasna, asking him to do something for you. But, you remember, you are getting in a contract with this person. You are one side, he is other side. Two persons, two sides. So you are giving some money, he is going to give you something else. If he had been seller in a dukkan, so you will see, you will give money, you will take the things, you will see. But now you don't see nothing. Don't you remember rule? Ma'dum, Adam, not existing. Ma'dum cannot be sold. You cannot sell something not existing, or you don't have it. I cannot sell fish in the sea, not in my own pool, but in the sea. If I catch, net, bring, hold, show you, I can sell because it is existing. I am holding, I have it. But I cannot tell you, hey, go fish, but give me a few millions. Now, we cannot do a contract for something I don't own, have it, non-existing yet. Is there his service existing? No, not existing. This person I am asking to him house. So, rule is what? Rule is non-existing, cannot be sold, cannot be contracted. But ulama allowed. They said, rule is like that, but there is an exception. Nobody can do can perform any profession if we don't allow this thing. How tailor will work? How welder will work? So, istisna, asking someone to do something for you is jaiz, is valid, because of to make things possible. Fiqh is life. Fiqh makes Islam life, livable, applicable. This is one of them, for example, an example. Now, so tailor, it is totally okay to agree with tailor, clothes from you or from him, for yet not existing service, to agree with him to give money to get his service as istisna. But because of that, you cannot do something else. You cannot compare other things on this. Exceptional, you cannot make exception as rule. What is that? I have apple yard full of apple, cherries, pears, quince, anything, but not budded yet, no buds. Small baby apple did not appear yet. Season is not that season. I cannot sell you these future apples to you, comparing on this. Like taking this a measure, since this is allowed, I will allow that one. No. When buds come up, noticeable, the guy comes, sees, he is specialized, he knows that, 90% of these apples will grow, will make these many buds, these many measures, and 10% okay, we may lose, so you can sell. Agreed. Future developed fruits before they developed, now you can get the money. This villager may get money before 2 months, before a month, before that ripes. But we cannot allow that before budding because of these rules. Because this rule is exception. Exception cannot be maqisun alayh. Maqisun alayh, I'm coming to this. This very important thing. Okay. Now, having given examples, I have given you examples, kind of explain these things. Now, first I will go into detail, then Arabic, then English. Keyword here, one of the keywords is qiyas. 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 This comes from qiyasa. Qiyasa. Qiyasa, to measure. Measuring, applying similar things. Measure, 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 measure. And we have one cup. Same. Measuring things with same thing. Miqyas. مقياس اسم الآلات, tool to measure, measurement, that's meter or yard or inch, مقياس. And standard, with that standard tool you measure other things, مقياس. Measuring thing, tool for measuring, مقياس. This is literal meaning. Sharia meaning, usul al-fiqh meaning is measuring one thing, applying the rules related with something to another new thing which is not considered in that category. Giving you an example, khamr wine is haram, Quran says clearly. We include in that beer, we included that other, whatever are available, I mean different types, alcoholic things which is made of other things, not from grape. Even we include in that drug, solid thing, or some smoke, evaporated powder included in that. How that is included? We measure. What was the measure? What was the reason? In wine, intoxication of mind. Anything making intoxication of mind, other things too, whether they are liquid or we measure with the measurement of intoxication, whether it is existing or not, we stretch that one. So they are not mentioned in Quran. Beer is not mentioned in Quran, or other things are not mentioned in Quran. Many other alcoholic beverages are not mentioned in Quran. So miqyas, we use say miqyas, criterion, measure. This qiyas is big subject. We are just passing here, because it is mentioned in a Majalla, Maxim, But it is big chapter. How that becomes big chapter? You know, adilla, dalils in fiqh. You know this. Adilla, dalils in fiqh. Adilla in fiqh are four. Two, kitab, Quran, kitab, main one. Then Sunnah, Hadith, secondary, but also like main one. Kitab, Sunnah, main one. Then third one is Ijma'. Ijma' like consensus. What consensus mean? Who will do that? What are the conditions? Big subject, okay? That is big book. So, but that is also source. When there is nothing in the book and Sunnah, if Ummah scholars agree on something, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is source. You cannot do other way. Because these many alims agreed on something, who you are to oppose to them? But it is not in Quran, it is not in Hadith. No, it is not in Hadith. In Quran. This is a big problem today in Muslim world. People say, is that in Quran? No, it is not in Quran. Then I don't say. They kind of ignore ijma. They are ignoring ijma. Perhaps, okay? Now, fourth one. You know what is qiyas? Qiyas is analogy. A rule is existing in Quran, pulling that, applying that to something else, because same reason, because same effect, same illah. This is also big chapter, qiyas. But these adilla arba'a, 4 dalils in Sharia, not agreed upon. Definitely there is one. Many ulama don't agree. This is Hanafi. More Hanafi. Shafis don't agree with this. This is. But speaking about adilla arba'a, this is basic category. One may go to 15 sources of Sharia, dalils. It may go up to 15. For example, agreements. When you agree, you need to follow the agreement. International agreement, national, adat, tradition, what practice was done before, which the Council of America will discuss. I wrote a paper on that. They requested me, the Council of America, North America. Then I will present them I think coming Tuesday, about earth, custom, tradition, source in heaven. So, that is also here. 5th, earth. 3rd, agreements, international, and too many things. Up to 15, Professor Hamidullah has an article, fiqh sources, how many are there, what are the main ones, secondary ones, in Islamic Research Institute magazine, marvelous one, which when I was student I had studied because I was affiliated with him. Then in law school constitutional law professor asked me after passing written exam, in verbal exam, asked me what are the sources of Islamic law, because Constitution covers that one. What are the sources of law? Secular Constitution also. So when I mentioned this 1, 2, 3, 4, he did not know. I don't think he said, who you are? He said, I'm somebody, your student. And that A disappeared in the crowd. I did not want him to know who I am. Because rooster chanting before the time gets his head cut off. Turkish proverb. If you chant before, you are in that state, before you reach, if you begin to challenge leadership, Musa, be careful. They will cut you off. You go to other side. Too early. Everything has time. Don't calculate well, you are doomed to go down. You need to calculate well. Many people go down because could not calculate well. When, what, how. So, now, this qiyas is big subject. We are really, I need to rush to finish the subject. Now, qiyas comes from qiyas, so these are terms. Qiyas in English we call analogy, but really it doesn't reflect that much. Qiyas, action. Miqyas, tool of measuring. How to measure. Okay. Maqis, Maqisun, dan qiyas tu, ismul maf'ul. Maqyasun, maqyusun, maqisun. Mekyulun, kâletiyle yetin. Mekyulun, mekvulun, mekyulun, mekilun. Ismul mef'ul tantu. Alayhi, upon him. Maqisun alayhi, when we have A here, B here. A is established one, 2 witnesses, or anything like that. B is, we are comparing, we are stretching the rules applied on A to B. So what we are doing qiyas. This is maqisun alayh. Done qiyas upon. Taken as a rule. This one is just maqis. A little similar, maqisun. This is used as to be stretched to. B. But this is qiyas done upon. Qiyas is based on. Alayhi, this one. So this is this one. Okay. Now, Arabic source of this. ما ثبت على خلاف القياس like comma فغيره لا يقاس عليه. This is Arabic. Almost the same. This rule in Ottoman code is taken from this rule, which is established before. I discussed before the source of Majalla, like Ibn Nujaym, and Nazair, Al-Ashbah wal-Nazair. Then before that, تأسيس النظر في علم خلاف دقوسي. I mean, hadith of course, in hadith, in kitab, tararus. ما what ثبت is ثابت على upon خلاف opposite قياس. Whatever is established against قياس, contrary to قياس, whatever is established contrary, whatever is established against qiyas, against rule, فغيره, other things, لا يقاس, cannot done qiyas عليه upon. Whatever is established against rule of qiyas, others cannot be based on that. ما ثبت على خلاف القياس فغيره, other things, other, لا يقاس, cannot be done قياس عليه. You know this verse. ما what ثبت ماضي, ثبت ثبت يثبت. What is established, what is fixed, what is proven. على upon, خلاف against, contrary, القياس of قياس. Whatever is proven, done, is there, existing, contrary to قياس, فغيره, other things, لا يقاس, cannot done قياس عليه upon.
On the top line of the side here, the last letter.
This one?
Turkish, the at the top.
Huh?
Hold on. Side here.
Olam Sheikh. This is.
No. Side here. At the end of side here, you have like a.
Sa'ir. Yeah. This is. Sa'ir. This is Turkish. Means other.
At the end of it, you have like a.
Yes. Sa'ir. This is other. Sa'ira. Two others. Two others. In English. Give me the book. Give that me for, not give I. Understand? It is Turkish is different language.
Yeah.
Look, this is kitab, okay? Kitab, the book. We call kitab, we may say kitab. Okay, kitab. If I say kitab, two book. Two. In Turkish. If I say kitab, also two in give me, not ma. Give me. If I say kitaban of the book. I mean, Turkish language is oral Altaic language. Urdu speakers know. In Urdu, when they say kitab, in Turkish, when we say kitab, da, in, this is in the book, in. They say men, something.
Yeah.
They add here, not here. So, this is Sa'ir to others. I mean, anything established against Qiyas cannot be Maqisun alayh to others. Cannot be measured for others, to others. That this word is to. This word is like that, Sa'ir. This is Sa'ira to others. To Turkish, different language.
Tartib is different.
Anyhow, now, having said that, we are running out of time. Now, our poor English Majalla.
You know, Imam, I came across with someone was defining this thing which you define here. They even rejected the hadith, وَلَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ, that somebody told me that the hadith is nothing but a bunch of stories.
Problem. Now, 15. على خلاف القياس ثابت olan şey سائرة مقيس عليه علماء. A thing established contrary to legal analogy, qiyas, cannot be used as an analogy for other things. A thing established contrary to legal analogy, qiyas, in parenthesis, cannot be used as an analogy for other things. I mean, you are American, so you know better English, you struggle with that. I personally, I wish there could have been better translation for this. I think we will conclude at this point.